Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, calls on business leaders to drive continent's transformation. At the recent African Renaissance retreat in Kigali, Rwanda, Aliko Dangote, the president of the Pan-African conglomerate Dangote Group, highlighted the immense potential that Africa has despite its significant challenges. Speaking to the gathering of influential leaders and entrepreneurs, Dangote, Africa's richest man, emphasized that the continent's youthful population and rich natural resources offer opportunities for inclusive growth and global impact that should be taken advantage of. According to the president of the Pan-African conglomerate Dangote Group, Africa is home to approximately 30% of the world's mineral reserves and holds the largest deposits of gold, cobalt, uranium, platinum, and diamonds. Additionally, it possesses 65% of the world's arable land and 10% of the planet's renewable freshwater sources. These assets, Dangote argued, are crucial for attaining economic prosperity not just within Africa but across the globe. The retreat, initiated by Dangote, aimed to unite Africa's business leaders and policy makers to address the continent's pressing challenges and promote Africa as a viable investment destination. Dangote, whose business empire has expanded to 14 African countries, made mention to the group's success despite numerous obstacles such as inconsistent government policies, infrastructure deficits, and economic instability. His enterprises span sectors from cement and fertilizers to sugar and petrochemicals. The good news is that despite these challenges, we have succeeded in building a Pan-African group that employs over 50,000 people and generates revenues that should exceed $30 billion by the end of 2025, he said. The gathering provided a platform for discussing conflicts, energy and food security, supply chain disruptions, debt crisis, and funding for development. Dangote stressed that this dialogue was crucial for shaping Africa's narrative and ensuring collective action towards transformative change. He also acknowledged contributions from prominent figures like Rwanda President Paul Kagame, former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo, former Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and former Ethiopian Prime Minister Haile Mariam Desalegn. He urged the participants to move beyond discussion to implement tangible solutions. We are coming together not just as leaders in our respective institutions, but as visionaries and catalysts for transforming our societies. It is our collective responsibilities to play our role in transforming our continent. Nobody will do it for us but us, especially us in this room, he added. The retreat concluded with several resolutions, including high-level dialogues among African leaders regarding support for the free movement of people across the continent and initiatives to reduce logistics costs and expand internet access. On the other hand, ways to build confidence in kids and help them feel secure, by Dr. Sheetal Bola. As we develop from childhood into adulthood, we often look back and realize the impact of various scenarios, circumstances, and parenting styles that have helped shape our identities within our communities and our self-confidence. Many individuals believe that being confident is a skill that can be learned, whilst others feel it is an inherent characteristic often stemming from one's gene pool and personality. The perspectives are numerous, and not all of them are relevant to one's circumstances, home, and educational environment, as well as community. As parents, we significantly impact the development of our child's confidence. Children need to be sure of themselves, be happy with themselves, and have good self-esteem to be confident. A child's self-esteem is the central core of building a child's confidence. These two elements go hand in hand. Developing a healthy self-image is often based on how happy the child feels. Some children are far more confident than others at an earlier age, and others can develop their confidence later. How we parent, how we communicate, and the environment we expose our children to impact our children's confidence levels and their day-to-day realities of how life should be. These environments teach children how to engage with others and reinforce their personal sense of surety. These are a few elements that contribute towards creating a normative environment for our children. Self-acceptance and acknowledgement of who we are as adults are components of attaining self-confidence. However, as a child, this process is not initially in place but develops gradually. Developing skills in a child is central to building personal surety and good confidence levels. The numerous extracurricular activities such as sports, music, arts and crafts, and other hobbies all empower a child to develop a skill they can carry into the teenage and adult years of their lives. Academic excellence has also been identified as a critical reason as to why children feel confident about themselves. In this regard, praise is essential, and it is very important that, as parents, we focus on the child's strengths rather than their weaknesses. This encourages a feeling and an acknowledgement of self-efficacy. When an individual excels, achieves a goal, or masters a task, their confidence is escalated with positivity. This can result in the development of the belief that if we increase efforts in a particular area, excellence is achievable. In addition, building skills in a child enables them to want to problem solve and be willing to take on a challenge. For many individuals, confidence is built on their capacity to learn and achieve. Initially, the onus is upon parents to assist their kids with the initial tasks until they learn to be self-efficient. We often teach through show and tell, and then the key is to allow them to engage in the activity independently, even if they make mistakes. Self-esteem is also impacted in this regard. Ideally, children should feel happy and proud that they attempted a task or activity independently, regardless of whether they performed it correctly or incorrectly. Confidence is primarily based on skill development, irrespective of the development phase. At a later stage, confidence can be closely associated with excellence and achieving goals. It is the effort that a child makes that contributes to a healthy sense of self-surety. The intent is to expose our children to a variety of skill-building activities such as competitions, exercises, creative classes, and sports, which will allow the child an opportunity to develop an interest in another skill. Mathematics competitions and inter-school games of team sports all contribute towards creating a diverse learning experience for children. Greater involvement in schooling activities can positively impact your child's communication skills and enhance their social skills even further. Some parents believe that academic and sporting competitions harm their child's growth and development. Still, these events allow schooling communities to showcase their pupils who excel academically or are high-skilled in specific sporting activities. However, even though this approach can quickly build the confidence of a child who is excelling, it can also motivate other children to increase their effort and set relevant and appropriate goals. Learning in children is at its best through practice, whether it is mathematics or sports. After that, it is recommended that achievable goals are identified and then aspired to. The practice of any activity strengthens surety in the self and the skill set. Practice and repetition allows a child to take their skill set to levels of excellence, and the achievement of their goals affirms this. As parents, we are responsible for assisting our children in participating in activities and practicing and collectively setting their goals with them. We must willingly affirm their achievements with positive feedback when these goals are achieved. Children, too, need to be allowed to share and give to their peers. A child's confidence grows when they self-acknowledge the positive impact they have had on their peers or friends. Often, healthy relationships between children are initiated in this manner. Children often learn and see the impact of effort from their immediate surroundings, such as parents, extended families, and communities. They know that increased or greater efforts result in better outcomes and excellence. The best we can do for South African children is to confidently arm them as they head into turbulent socio-economic South Africa. Their confidence levels will urge them to problem solve, critically analyze, think, and act accordingly within educational and workplace spaces. The process of building confidence begins at a tender age, and it is an attitude that every individual should aspire to adopt. It is central to coping in turbulent times and contributes towards a healthy mindset under challenging situations. Dr. Shita Bola is a lecturer and researcher at the University of Zululand and the director at Stellamart Sunningdale. And that's it from INJIBS Africa. Stay tuned to our USA and political updates.